Hello everyone, Garcia here with another portfolio update. So it's Monday, April 15th. I hope everyone had a good Monday today. So today we'll have the portfolio snapshot. We're going to talk about the memes. Palantir and Anduril founders have been liking my posts. Palmer Luckey's speech at the All-In conference. Palantir partnership that's been extended. Buying the dip. And we'll have the full portfolio update. So let's start with the portfolio snapshot today. So today we are down to $93,023.14. So it looks like we had a pretty rough day today. In general, the whole market was red. Palantir was down, I think, about 3%. So yeah, we were down by, I think, about $4,000 today. So let's take a look at what's going on in the Twitterverse. So these are the portfolio degenerates preparing to get margin called today. And right back to bed. And so just for fun, I made some wild predictions for Bitcoin. I don't own Bitcoin, but I think it would just be fun to kind of revisit these these predictions in the future. So I think it's going to go up to 70K, back down to 50, up to 110,000, down to 80,000, up to 150, which would be the peak, and then a grind down back to 30,000. So we'll see in January 2026, see how close or far I was with my prediction. Let's see. So crypto bros are a different breed. So this is the world right now with, Israel and Iran. And the world right now is in shambles, and crypto degenerates are saying, buy the dip. So this is a cool partnership that's being, explored with Palantir. So Hyundai and U.S. Palantir are developing an unmanned surface vehicle to replace manned ships. So Hyundai signed an MOU. So an MOU, just for those who don't know, like I didn't know, an MOU is a memorandum of understanding, is required of an agency when an application for funds includes explicit non-financial collaboration with partnering organizations. So the MOU provides documentation that demonstrates the organizations have consulted and coordinated the responsibilities of their grant activities. So this is just kind of a, showing the collaboration between Palantir and Hyundai for the South Korean government. So they're going to, so the goal, where was I? Oh yeah, the two companies plan to develop reconnaissance USVs by 2026 and then expand to combat USV deployment. The goal is to develop a differentiated model that overcomes the limitations of existing USVs by combining HD Hyundai's autonomous navigation technology and Palantir's AI technology. So it's just pretty cool. Like it's great to see Palantir extending these partnerships with massive companies. This is the real deal. Like, these aren't partnerships that are just extending, for only a year and then dying off. Like, they're extending these partnerships year and year after year, exploring new verticals for Palantir to go and develop and, and expand. These are the bears when they hear that World War III is brewing. No one wants it more than I do. A quote by Chris Paul. So, I just think it's a little ridiculous, that bears are actively rooting for World War III to start just so their puts can print. I think it's wrong. So this is pretty cool. So, where was I? Right here. So I posted a thread last night of a glorious 6-minute video of Anduril Tech founder Palmer Luckey publicly calling out Jason Calacanis at the 2022 All-In Summit. So he starts off by saying this.
Type of NPC thinking. Yeah, we'll see. I talked earlier about NPC thinking that prioritizes popularity over principles. What I'm about to do is in very bad taste, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, we'll see.
I won't play the whole clip for you guys. It's a 6-minute clip. If you guys follow me on X, you can check it out. But I will share a couple of the short ones just so you guys kind of, like, this one's pretty funny.
That?
Why did Zuck fire you?
What's that?
Why did Zuck fire you?
Oh, no, Zuck didn't fire me. He's way above all that stuff.
Why did I'll just ask the third time, why did Facebook fire you?
There's a lot of reasons. I always had good performance reviews. But here's what it really boiled down to was this.
This is my favorite talk by far.
What it really boils down to is this. It was clear that there were a lot of people in the media and in the tech industry who were going to continue attacking me. We hoped it would blow over, but they kept attacking me for months and months and months and months. I was put on leave for 6 months. I don't know if you know that.
Sorry, this is all on the heels of this one political donation.
Correct.
$9,000.
Yes. And so on the heels of that, the hope was that it would go away. Now, I think here's the real problem. I think if Trump had lost, people could have said, oh, well, he's just one of those eccentrics. No impact.
He's a loser.
He's loser, but whatever. Trump winning is, I think, what made it untenable. Because people continued to attack me, not for the controversy.
The $9,000 donation was the reason you were fired, just for supporting Trump.
As you know, these things are very complex, but more or less, yes. I mean, there's a direct causal line from that to me being put on leave to me not being allowed to come back and then pushed out.
Why did Zuck fire you?
What's that?
So it's just insane, like the politics that was going on back in Facebook when Palmer Luckey was there. Let's see. This was pretty funny.
On the right, being aggressive.
It's being on the right side.
It's being on the right side of the politics. And so there's a lot of people where they're not going to say anything because they see what happens to me. Now,
Sachs is loving this.
When I hear somebody to disagree with, I'll let you guys know.
The real irony here is my contributions have been very open, but my advice to founders who are on the right has actually been, don't be public about your political leanings because you won't accomplish anything. You will be terminated by the mob. You should focus on building, you should focus on creating value, and then after you don't need the rest of the industry, you can kick them to the curb and do something else.
How do you...
Being aggressive.
And this will be the last one that I show. So here, as he's talking to Chamath, Jason just starts scrolling on his phone, like just flat out ignoring him, which Palmer Luckey actually responds to directly here.
Have whatever politics they want. Like, I'm a Republican, our CEO, Brian Schimpf, is a Democrat. We both make significant contributions to our respective sizes, and we have employees across the country. And I think also it's nipping it in the bud. It's about when somebody says something that is out of line, it's about getting in early and saying, hey, that's not okay at this company. We're here to work on a common mission. For example, if we had a manager who then publicly went and said, the half of my employees who support this political candidate, they're terrible people. They're shitty humans. They'd be fired.
Yeah. I'll give you a counterfactual to what this is, which is very aspirational, which is 7 or 8 years ago, we funded a business that actually makes seafaring drones. And the whole point was to actually measure the surface flux in the oceans.
It just seems a little ridiculous to me. There's a guest speaking, and you're just ignoring him. And he said, the best part is how quickly he posted all the other speaker talks from the conferences, delayed mine for weeks, added several minutes of his own commentary at the start and end, and then posted it with a completely generic and incorrect title, Palmer on Anduril, rather than why current year is too late for current thing. And I told him, I responded with, it's so funny because the NPC behavior Palmer was talking about is so ingrained in him that he can't stop doing it even when he's called out directly. And this is like kind of like the I support the current meme, NPC meme. So anyway, I just think it's pretty cool, Palmer Luckey, like finding my videos on X and actually engaging, Like, look at this. Like, this is the part where he said, this is hilarious. He isn't even doing anything. It is like preteen girls who pretend to scroll through incoming messages to seem popular, which I think is just crazy. I think it's amazing, how on X, like, founders, like Palmer Luckey, Joe Lonsdale, like, are just like, just how accessible and how close everyone else seems to be, they're not so out of reach, on Twitter, on X. So today was a pretty good dip buying opportunity, at least for me. So today I bought another 25 shares of Palantir at $22.41 early in the morning. And I love this GIF. Like, this GIF is just like, it kind of encapsulates, like it visualizes the way I see myself building a share count. Like I see it as building a foundation, building a wall of shares. Each brick is another 25, another 25, or even 1 by 1, however it is you buy the dip, 10 by 10, 5 by 5. You just keep at it, you keep at it, you just keep at it, and in a few months, a few years, you're gonna have a massive, share count. And I bought another 25 a few hours after that. And a few hours after that, at 12:27, I bought another 75 shares at $22. So in total, I bought 125 shares today. So yeah, that'll be the wrap up for that. So let's check out the portfolios today. So the main portfolio is down 4.6% today. So that one is down. Let's look at the retirement accounts. The traditional IRA is down 1.8% today. And all of these accounts have Palantir as the main component. They'll have different returns just based off of when I bought Palantir in those accounts and what other exposures I have through other options. The Roth IRA is down 3.3% today. I don't think I have anything else besides Palantir here. Yep. So the Palantir, the dip buying I did was in the traditional IRA. So the traditional IRA went from 50 shares up to 175 shares. So my average cost in this account is $22.28 a share. So this one, I'm excited. I'm excited to be building out these positions in different accounts. And here in the main account, we can go to today's return. So the cash secured puts returned negative $840 today. So let's check out those puts. So these cash secured puts right now, they are worth $3.20 each. So meaning that the total return of 19% on these cash secured puts. Expiration date, we're still a whiles away. We're still 45 days out. So not stressing at all whatsoever. I mean, we can just do quick maths on this. 21.86 minus 24, that's around $2.20. And then $2.20 minus 320, that's about $1. So we still have a whole dollar of extrinsic value in these contracts. So until these contracts are like, $2.30, like if this $3.20 contract was worth $2.30 right now, then that would be a concern. Because that means that the difference is maybe 10 cents, 20 cents of extrinsic value. That's when we're getting into risk of early assignment. So, I'm not going to be worried about this. Like whenever I see big numbers, like you see total percent change, you see negative 19%, negative 50%, sometimes even negative 100% on contracts. If you know how to calculate intrinsic and extrinsic value, you don't have to make any unforced errors. I used to make this mistake all the time. I would get worried and I would try to stop the bleeding only for Palantir or the stock to start going in the other way and going in my direction. But now I don't have those contracts, helping me. By closing early, most times I literally made the wrong choice. I suffered the losses and then I cut the losses only for it to bounce back and not even benefit from those cash secured puts. So just a lesson for you guys, don't mess with cash secured puts or covered calls. If you're not sure how to do these things, study, practice with a small position. So I think that's it, I hope you guys, are enjoying the content. If there's anything you guys would like for me to talk about more, just leave a comment down below. Leave a comment, if you guys were able to finish the video. This might be a longer video than usual, but I truly appreciate everyone's support. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.